Just in case.
Yeah, no. So when you go to like Black's Law Dictionary,
Yeah.
you can look at what does human mean. It'll
Yeah.
tell you to list to monster. So okay, monster, and that just means somebody that doesn't get to own anything.
Yeah.
There's so you claiming you're human, it's not good. It's a subcategory of a man.
Yeah.
Okay, believe I know it sounds weird, but man and woman,
Yeah.
we're all mankind. That's what we are. We're
Yeah.
mankind. Human is a shade. Human.
Yeah.
It's a shade. It's a subcategory.
Mm-hmm.
So they have us thinking we're human, but if you actually look up what human means, it means an entity that does not get to own anything or
Mm-hmm.
property or whatever. No rights. They
Yeah.
don't know. They're essentially they're creatures that can't take care of their own affairs.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to be walked with a hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk around telling people, I'm human. Okay, so you can't take care of your own affairs. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want? You want rights? You can't take care of your own fucking affairs. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
See, it's verbiage means so much, man. So much. It's craziness. But that's the thing. Like, people are now questioning this. People are now questioning
Yeah.
this, and that's good. Like you were saying, we were going some weird way, and
I saw something like the orbits of like the what do you call it, planets, like we're coming back to like the golden age or something,
yes,
to where
golden
like
age.
which is we're coming back to wondering again. It's something's
So
happening.
right. So golden age is that's what this is. It's there's another.
We're asking questions again.
Well, so this is like where we excel.
More than we've been asking the last
Well,
probably
right, because
how many years.
the ages we were before, it was like torture and sadness and whatever, and like we were stepped on. Well, now, so you know how we have seasons here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is another season on a bigger scale picture, is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kali Yuga is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that golden age is Kali Yuga. Kaya Yuga?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's more of them. And we went through all of them. That's why there's these, if you look up these like great floods and stuff, that's real. That really happened, man. It's just different uh, different resets or presets or whatever, you know. And you have these societies that know this. That's why you got these secret societies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what it is it's somebody that's just gatekeeping information, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't, and that's what this is. This is that age of like you said, you said questioning. This is the age of like, there's something more.
Yeah. It's something. It's a lot of fishy stuff. You know what I mean?
A lot of it, and
My-
it's all in the open.
What's your take on Jesus stuff and all that stuff?
Okay. So so whatever you believe is true, okay?
Yeah.
So you got to kind of, that's why it's important for you to make your own mind up.
Do you think he literally was a dude that existed?
I don't think so. Okay. I
Yeah.
know that he
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
There is it's a metaphorical
Yeah.
It's a metaphorical story to tell you that you are Jesus.
The comedian, literally a fucking comedian, Louis C.K. I was
Yeah.
watching it yesterday.
I know Louis C.K.
Literally, it was like, he goes, well, the Christians are winning. He's talking about religion. And he goes, you don't believe me? What year is it? 2025? 2025 from what, though? He was making a point.
Mhm.
He goes, shout out, and everyone's like, Christ! He goes, Jesus Christ. We're counting all in unison from when he was resurrected or whatever. He goes, they got to rename years. The year 0 wasn't the year 0. The year, like, no.
It was already there.
He was joking. He goes, Bob, how old are you? 28. He goes, but it's the year 3. He goes, oh, you were born in negative. It doesn't make sense. If you really think about it.
Right.
No, like, something's fishy. Not fishy, but like, it's literally.
It doesn't make sense.
It's a guide how to live life.
Right.
It's a metaphor, like you said.
So colostrum and stuff, there's what I was talking about, that like oil coming from your brain. That's what it is, okay? Jesus resurrecting. It's you bringing that oil back up to your head and
Yeah.
realizing this is heaven. Everything here, the universe is mental.
Yeah.
You can either live in hell,
Ooh, that looks good.
yeah, or in heaven. It's
Yeah.
all up to you. If you think negatively, you're gonna receive everything negatively because that's how you perceive things.
Yeah.
If you think positive, that's how you're gonna perceive it, and that's what it is. It's a state of mind,
Yeah.
and they give us stuff that feels like it will help your state of mind, but it kicks you down.
Yeah.
It's the things that are illegal that really, psychedelics really is what it is that help you realize that.
I think like religion just keeps people in line.
It's a form of government.
It's a form,
It's exactly what it is. It's exactly.
imprisonment.
It is a form of government for your spiritual, for the spiritual version of you.
Yeah.
Because if you walk around saying you're God,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be good for people. It's not gonna be good for business, because you see, you're gonna. It's not good. You're gonna tell, hey, don't believe that. You don't need this. You are enough. That's exactly what Jesus was saying.
Yeah.
Right. That's another thing. Christianity tells you like, oh, God this, God that. Not one time did Jesus said, follow me, like worship me. No, he said, you can achieve everything I achieve. You are, you know, right?
But again, nothing wrong if you follow. It's good stuff. Hey, if it makes you want to do good things, yes.
Right. I'm just saying that it's, if you really like look into it, I'm not trying to disprove people's beliefs, or I don't care enough. You know, like that's everything you believe is true. If you think
you're gonna go to hell or heaven,
it's on you. Then you live your life on that. If you think the sky is red, who the hell am I to tell you that it's not?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that there's colorblind people out there. You see the world different way. Whatever you believe is true.
If you want to be successful, it'll become true.
You have to believe in yourself, right? And see, that's the thing. Like, there's a believe, and then there's knowing, right? You can only believe something you don't know.
Yeah.
You can only believe because, like, you have doubt.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Is your mom your mom?
Hopefully.
Or do you believe she's your mom?
Believe it. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right. But you know your mother's your mother, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's a knowing factor. But if you were to, hey, dude, I believe my mom's my mom.
Well,
there's a possibility she's not.
Yeah, especially in Detroit.
So when you believe in God, there's a possibility he ain't.
Yeah.
But when you know, it's a different story.
People like I think it becomes scary when like people are like, there's no way. How could you say that? Like, relax. Like, have an open mind.
Right.
Maybe the pyramids were built by fucking sticks. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe Pablo was looking.
Right.
Hey, this is bullshit, eh? What? And then I was joking with my buddy Mike. I was like, imagine you got fucking sticks. You're carrying this giant rock in a spaceship. Brings another rock, and I'm like, fuck those people.
How do I get that job?
Right?
You got to stay in the company for a little bit longer. Oh, great flood. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, you want the spaceship?
Tom, you never told me we're going to flood this bitch.
Put in 3 years.
Did you want more tea?
No, I'm good. It feels good. Yeah. It's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, how's it still warm? You got a heater?
This is a new pot.
Hey, speaking of pot. You
want some?
Maybe one. Yeah, a little puff.
Yeah, come on. Here.
I don't want to die.
Here you go, but this is from yesterday.
Yeah.
This is nicotine.
Yeah.
Or tobacco leaf wrapped in bud, okay?
Nice. But do you know what I mean? Like, the whole numbering thing, like, just that alone is like, I don't know, man. You know?
Right.
How do you not question that?
Already right there tells you that it's like, there's something iffy. Exactly. But you condition people enough to not question, you know.
You want it?
Yeah.
I'm good. We'll see.
Yeah. This is actually organic weed in there as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. Sun and Earth certified.
Yeah.
It's clean. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, man.
Nice.
There's no sprays in it. It's grown in dirt.
Yeah.
under sunlight
Yeah.
with rainwater, man. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. There's no,
Yeah.
it's pure. It's from planet Earth.
What made you want to come here and do this? When's the from back in the day? There had to have been a moment like I want to you said you started the company, right?
I did.
Before you moved here,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
What made you go? I need to go somewhere else.
Me, man. I was well.
You know what I mean?
It was work. Honestly, it was work. I moved here for work, but I was already. I was like in that limbo, It was. I was still working then.
Was the storm here? No.
Well, no, there was work here.
No.
There was work here because nobody wanted to work here. It's not like
It's just not safe.
it's not desirable. I
The
guess
power lines are not safe.
Well, no, not in here. It's
No.
probably the worst system
Why?
in the country. It hasn't been taken care of.
Mm.
It's the best system to have if it's maintained well,
Mhm.
because you can. I know this may not make sense,
Mm.
but like you could kind of like you have the power line and something happens here, you can disperse the electricity
Yeah.
and loads, and nobody will be out of power, and you can work. It's a really neat
Yeah.
thing to have, but it was just so not maintained.
Do you quick tangent? I was looking at houses. Do you understand this house said it had 100 milliamps, and usually it's 200, I guess.
Oh, so amps, yeah.
But this house had 100.
Mhm.
Mom said that's not really desirable to some people because you need more.
So what they're doing, I think, right? Well, because you know why though?
Well,
So this is the actually that's Illinois you're talking about, right?
yeah.
Okay, so they are switching that because you know why it's not desirable?
Mm.
Because they're updating the grid. Okay, and everything is going digital and whatnot, so they're gonna have to pump more electric.
Yeah.
If you can't sell your house with less than 200 amps on it,
Mhm.
because your AC and all this stuff that you use,
It'll
and
trip.
as the time goes on, there's gonna be more
Yeah.
electronics and electric stuff.
Mhm. Need
You're gonna weigh down right. So you need. So now in Illinois, it's the ComEd, I believe,
Yeah.
or whatever the power company over there is. Certain part of the world, part of the state is one, part of the other is another.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh yeah, you all need this, really? Because up until now, people were living. There's still houses that have 80 amps.
Yeah.
They're old.
Mhm.
But it's not desirable to you because we're in a different age. Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's not like.
Just
I would want.
just information, just to know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but that's why it's smart meters are a nasty thing, but everybody's got them.
Yeah.
It's because they can limit you however they want if they
Yeah.
feel necessary.
Hmm.
So off-grid living is a good idea. Yeah, I personally like to be plugged in as less as possible.
Yeah.
We have power in our place,
Mhm.
but I would like to get solar and wind.
Yeah.
Not necessarily solar because it's a scam right now,
Yeah.
as in how you collect it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Not. It's a great idea. The entire sun will heat the earth, right? It
Yeah.
makes sense. But
Well, yeah,
the
California. Look.
right, but the stuff that do you have a lighter over there? But the stuff that, thank you. But the stuff that like these things are made from,
Yeah.
or how they dispose, like that's just not. You have to have 20,000 panels to power, a house or whatever. Like it's just crazy, So it's I got a lighter right here. Look at that.
Careful now.
Yeah.
No, but so you're in Illinois. I want to start a company.
Mm-hmm.
How's that start?
Okay, so left here for work, and I started the company because I had a realization, what's going on, what's happening, but how do you move? What happens, right?
Like you're really doing good. You're making good money, good living. Like you don't need to do anything else.
Yeah, but again, we went over that. It's like you're making good living, but was I happy?
You were
Probably not.
traveling, doing storms, and making money.
Yeah, but I wasn't like happy with
Something,
the life I was living and leading. It
You're
was
spending all the fun stuff.
Oh man, Oh man, was I good
It's
at
good
it?
time.
Was I good at it? You know, and s- reality, I was just
Was that the most you had been making as
yeah, as a
uh,
lineman, yeah.
yeah.
Well, no,
Versus like truck
well,
driving?
no, I was still in a no, I wasn't an apprentice because I already left to the, yeah, no, I was a lineman, dude. It's blending in, you know. Oh, there's food if you.
Fuck is that?
It's like a cherry.
Bread?
I don't know. It's pretty good. It's like a sweeter thing.
Yeah.
But
But like, what is like? I'm gonna start my own. You know, like how does that start?
how does that start? Yeah, man. So I had these epiphanies. I realized that there's more to
'Cause
life.
you weren't into really smoking back then,
No,
right? You were
no,
more beer and
beer, cigarettes,
driving.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Coke.
good
Yeah.
your good old stuff.
Baggies. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was those tools that I was using then, right? And there was again, it was tooling that made now. Now I see it. You know what? Let me do this. It was awesome tooling because it got me to where I'm at today.
Mm.
Okay, I started the company because I realized that there's so much more to us than what we're told, and
Mm.
and so that was kind of happening, and I started that in Illinois, and then I needed to get out.
Yeah.
What's going on, right? So okay, now job presented itself in Detroit. Okay, I heard that they may be going towards like psychedelics. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, well, so I moved here, and they did, and
Because you weren't even a psychedelic guy, right? Back in the day, you never really like
well, I used them, but I used like mushrooms. I used them. I want to say 2 or 3
in the
times.
military when we were together. You
No,
weren't.
never,
You were
never.
just beer guy,
No, just beer,
cigarettes.
cigarettes, and
Mm.
blow. That was a big one. That was one of my favorite ones.
You studied for every test, remember?
Yeah, I do. It was fun, man, but it's just not.
That
It's
shit's
not where I want to.
expensive too, right?
Yeah, but see, the thing is like it doesn't now because I was able to kind of get away from that. Now I see that that's a tool that keeps you in. Every tool keeps you in a certain like
Mm.
mindset, right? And that is the tool that okay, I had to go through stuff. That tool helped me do it.
Yeah,
It didn't matter what it was.
helped you
It didn't
learn.
matter. Right? It didn't matter what it was. But I wasn't learning with alcohol, so I had to learn with something different.
We talked about that once at the bar, the cycles.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If you
And when
don't
you
change it,
right, but see when you're right, you're trying to change it, right? And or I am,
or
but
like how you have a bad friend, you replace it with a different bad friend. It's just keeping the gears going.
exactly. So when you're overusing something, well, it's just gonna exactly. You just replace it. So
So you're like, I'm gonna start a thing, and you, you had to start
my thing was
like
like,
your
dude,
first customer. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't honestly
yeah,
like remember how that
you
even
know what I
worked,
mean? It
man.
had to been a jump.
Oh my gosh, I remember I had a billboard.
You had a billboard
Yeah, I put up a billboard.
here,
Yep, in Illinois. No, in
mm.
Illinois.
The
And
eye of the universe,
yeah, I the universe. I have a picture of it. I forgot
like
what.
an actual billboard.
Yes.
You would.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot what it said.
Where? Where was it?
It was in Marengo, Illinois.
It's still there.
No, no,
You can
no,
literally just
no.
pay and they'll put it up. Any picture
Well, here they will ask questions.
here.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like they know. There's certain places that know the company and
So
stuff or
it's
whatever.
literally
But
like you call the number on the
but
billboard and they.
yeah, but well, yeah. They like say, what do you do? Who are you?
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
you want to do, So we are transparent. We don't.
Yeah.
So but back then they didn't ask questions at all. Like, yeah, I want a billboard. Okay, here you whatever.
Mm.
Send me the artwork. I did, and this I do remember. It was our logo.
Mm.
Do they? That's what it was. So it was a quote from a rap song by
Yeah.
Ryan Caraveo, is what I put on there, I believe.
Mm.
And it was, your mind is worth $1,000,000. Do they pay? Do they pay you what you're worth, or something
Yeah.
like that? Okay, it had to do with like self worth.
Mm.
and phone number or website. And it was paid for a month or 4 weeks or whatever, and when when uh, when that sequence left, the first billboard that went out there was like, "Don't drive high," like weed is illegal or whatever. That stuff. So that was cool. That like they noticed, because in Illinois it was very different. Very different world when it comes to these things, right? So somebody noticed. It was like immediate like anti-us campaign.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very long after until we moved here, and it was just it's a place that gives you a chance to have a chance. I think it's yeah.
Because I seen you guys do a lot of those. You said in the beginning, like the vendors. Like, how hard was it to set those up? Not hard.
So we were one of the first ones that I know of.
They look like little hangout spots, or like there's like events going.
Yeah. So there's places where community gets together,
Mm.
and you vend stuff, and we vend our stuff.
Yeah.
Our stuff, right? There's people that do jewelry, arts, clothes, whatever. It's the idea is that they're small little communal based places where it's actually community stuff. Like, hey, this is what I made. It's not these gigantic commercially organized
And there's
things.
other companies or people starting their own business. Whatever.
Yeah, either started their business or they just started
Could be
vending.
anything,
It does,
right? Bracelets, like they just
whatever,
making crafts.
whatever, exactly, whatever completes them or makes them feel good. I've been to places where there's a dude that we deal with on a regular that like just caricatures, and he just walks around and just draws them. And here you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Makes them happy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you get the energy.
Yeah.
From that
And
item.
you get to meet like-minded people and stuff. People that are like when you come up to a bracelet table, you're gonna ask bracelet questions. When you come up to our table, you're gonna ask.
So when people come up though, they get to like try it, or you just they instill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could try it. I mean, because it's all donation based, right? And I'm just we're trying to teach you more about yourself, and there's so much more. There's other things you could do to improve quality of your life and live the best life you want. So yeah, man, if you're uneasy and you want to try, yes, here is a microdose. We'll teach you all about it, what to expect, how to do it, what to send you off on your way.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're here if you need quality stuff that that you just if this is the route you choose to go with, you should have the option to know that there's quality things.
But you would say people smoke your stuff and go like, oh, like this is good, different stuff.
Man, yes, there is. We get emails daily.
Yeah.
That are not only like saying how we've changed their life.
Yeah.
Not how much, like, dude, the quality is the quality is like incomparable.
Does that come from?
Yeah, oh, Joe bag.
No, that's good though.
It totally is.
And you think what's the difference between like this and like a dispensary? You think just money?
Taxes?
Well,
so right, so you have
regulated, obviously.
Well, we don't really do. So we don't really do like weed. That's its own separate thing, right?
You're big on mushrooms.
Psychedelics, psychedelics, period. Yeah, but so we're not profit driven.
No.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We don't actually try to make money off of you.
Help
I mean,
people.
stuff costs stuff.
Yeah.
But it's and we need to live. And in this world, you need money to live. Okay, so but it's not like eye gouging. Like there's no why. What for? Like this. And I think that's the difference, I think that's the difference because it's, I mean, I don't know. There's just some actual like human, like compassion. There's realness to it. It's, remember, like the company is ran by individuals who understand that
Yeah.
there's something more to you, and I am you.
Yeah.
Why do I want to help you?
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think what the difference is between commercialized or
Yeah.
commercialism
It's
and
also who's coming, right? Like you said, who's coming from?
right. There's plenty of people, and there will be who will follow in footsteps, and it's gonna be profit driven. And okay, that's I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we kind of stay in our lane. With that, it's like not everything like man made is bad.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like men possess greed and they
Mm-hmm.
possess it's for profit and things like that, sure, but not always, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like there is, you create a dam, okay, to save water so your people can drink and live.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good man-made, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you create a dam to block off the water to starve everybody or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that's not a good man-made invention,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to, like, there is people out there that mean well,
Mm-hmm.
and there's people out there that don't,
Yeah. Of course.
and that's the thing. So who who's running what? Like you have to do your homework on everything. It's not just psychedelics. It's right now you have food companies that are literally putting fucking poison into our food and giving it to our kids. Eat
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
whatever. It has nothing to do
People
with
trust it, right?
right. It
As the
has
government.
nothing to exactly. It has nothing to do with substances that could do whatever. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's food that you need to live or whatever. And look what's going. So maybe some of the people that would like these psychedelics, maybe they should run some of these food industries, because maybe they'll be like, no, let's be real about this.
Yeah.
So, but that's why you have the government. That's why government is in place. It's in place so this doesn't happen. If you do not hurt anybody,
Mm-hmm.
steal, murder, things like that, you should be allowed to do whatever it is you want.
Yeah.
But you have free will, and your free will is to decide on good or bad. That's really all it
Mm-hmm.
is. You're gonna do whatever it is you're gonna decide to do, but your intent is what matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the government should be there to regulate that. Like, stay out of your shit
Yeah. Or less.
until you start hurting people, or if you start hurting people,
No.
no,
Mm-hmm.
bad, blah blah blah. Don't do that. Okay. That's what should be regulated.
Yeah.
Not. But it got infiltrated with greed and all this and all that, right? And we have what we have, and now it's all coming back on, man. It's all Gucci.
Yeah. It's beautiful. We get to enjoy the show.
Yeah. Yes, we
Kind of
do.
front row. Like, hey, I feel
Music,
mellow. I
music.
feel a nice mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good. That's good.
I think so. Maybe not. Probably I take a little poof poof.
You want another one?
I'm alright. I'm letting.
Okay.
It could be a trick. I was I was listening to podcasts, and Joey Diaz, the comedian,
Joey D. I don't know
he's that
him.
big guy. He's Italian. He's like, listen, cocksucker. He got out of prison, got into comedy, now movies. Big guy, big Italian guy.
I don't know. If I see him,
He
maybe.
takes 200 milligrams of weed.
Okay.
He goes, if you're not taking that, you're just a pussy. Like people like go up there and they're fine. Like the tolerance,
Yeah.
Like so, like the mushrooms, the ones in the little pills, right? It's microdose, pretty much.
So, well, you can from us they are, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can have ones. Some are like half a gram to a gram, whatever. You get.
But how many? One of those. How many to like trip? What's considered tripping?
Okay, so
There's different levels.
So right, so I think what you're asking. So microdose is actually like a threshold amount.
People say it's good. people were saying, "Oh, I've been microdosing. I feel a lot better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think microdosing is really good.
I'm more happy." They always say,
Yes. Yes. Your endorphins levels are
you
absolutely.
take like 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all you need. Like one would be a threshold. One of those is a microdose. Okay. Now they're all microdosed, but only one, the 0. Everybody has a different threshold, but
Yeah.
the average, like for the lack of,
So 1 a day.
well, one dose
Yeah.
is a microdose. If you take one and then you wait 4 hours and you take another one, okay,
Yeah.
you have another microdose. But if you take two, they're two microdoses,
Yeah.
but you're no longer by whatever standards
Yeah.
microdosing, because now if you feel the effect, it is not a microdose. Okay, by feeling the effect, just like right now, you took one puff,
Yeah.
that would be considered microdose.
Okay.
Okay, for me,
Yeah.
but you don't use it, so is it a microdose?
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of where we
Okay.
at. You have to interpret it yourself, right?
So like someone like me, how many pills to start going? Oh, this is something different.
Okay,
I know it
so
depends on
it depends on what experience you were. So if you want to like
what
feel it,
happens. How's that?
okay,
I've never, you know what I mean? What happens?
what
How's that?
happens?
What
So
happens?
what happens is that you start to feel yourself. Is what
Yeah.
happens. Okay,
It's
and
different than weed.
yeah, well, the weed calms you down, right?
Yeah.
Weed kind of like, it's okay, chill out, it's relax, anti-anxiety
No
type stuff.
worries.
Even though I know people that travel on some, they're able to. The purer you are, if you would, the less you need
Yeah.
to get to certain
Like anything,
areas.
alcohol.
Right, but right. So what experience? So let's say
Yeah.
what happens, right? What experience are you trying to get to? Are you trying to get blacked out drunk, or are you trying to have a few
Like
drinks?
people say they do a lot of mushrooms to see lines and shit. Right?
Also, like that distorted vision type
It's a
stuff.
thing?
Oh yeah, yeah, and yes. So you'll see like streaks, and the more you take,
Yeah.
obviously. But so to get to like that, whoa, yeah, man, this is cool for real, like amazing, and you won't feel out of this world or whatever. You probably have to take
5 pills, 6.
4 of those, 5
Yeah.
of those, 6 of those. Yeah, depends on what strains, because there's different strains,
I
right?
know Wilkins was having a good time.
Loves them, man.
Yeah.
Loves them. They help, man.
Yeah.
They really help. But again, you have people that are extremists. I am one of them
What's the
at
most you've
times.
taken?
What's up?
What's the most you've taken?
Mushrooms, I've taken the most was 11 grams.
Yeah.
So that was, if you were to calculate it to those capsules,
Yeah.
I took 11 grams would be like 4 bags. Wow. So
4
there's
bags of those?
four bags, and there's 12 in a bag. So 48 pills I took.
Damn. Just trying to see what's going on?
Yeah.
You didn't freak out?
Well, no, because I kind of made so what it was is kind of like I was watching a movie at the time, and that's what I'm telling
It's like
you.
when you took 8 Alpha Brains. Remember that? At my house. You're like,
I don't even know what that is.
the Joe Rogan nootropic pills.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Awesome.
I guess you're still alive.
Yeah, no, but so what? Like I'm gonna tell you, and what it was is that's what happened in Marengo. Okay, so I got myself.
Oh, you did it over there.
This is well, I microdose here
in the nature, in the woods over there.
Well, yeah, in my camper. Yeah, but so I got myself got my hands on some shrooms. I don't even know what they were. Shrooms. I didn't know there was different strains. Anything. I was totally brand new to it.
The ones you eat, right? You chew
Yeah. But there's so many different strains. They do different things, different potencies. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I just ate them. Okay. But I ate 3.5 grams. So I ate 12 pills the first time. It's like, whoa, this is really awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't care about myself. Okay. When I was doing things then, I didn't care.
Yeah.
That's why I was doing cocaine. That's what I was doing. I didn't give a shit.
Whatever happened, happened.
Whatever happens, happens. And what happened is finally I found out about mushrooms, and I took 3.5 grams of mushrooms, And I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
There's so much more to me than what I think is. Like, what, why am I not happy? What's going on?
Yeah.
All these questions started to arouse, right? And then, of course, that comes with feelings and it comes with visuals. And what happened was I just played this thing on the TV, like on YouTube. You know, it was like one of those like
Yeah.
kaleidoscope things, right? And then and it was sound was on, lights were off, and yeah, lights were off, and I was just in a blanket laying on the floor, and at first I like stared at it and it like sucked me in, but then I didn't even need to. Then it was just like kind of in the background, and I was like traveling through time, man. So I was laying there, fully conscious, but my body was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, totally asleep, and you know when you see dogs like.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what was happening to me. I'm all of my like muscles I didn't know I had were twitching,
Yeah.
right? But what was actually happening with my mind or my soul or whatever you want to call it, okay? Body's laying there twitching, having
Because
dream like.
you've taken a lot at this. Yeah.
But this is not like twitching like
Yeah.
no, like I'm laying there and just like this, like
Yeah.
you know, exactly what you see a dog do, like.
Mhm.
But what are they doing? They're running or whatever.
So you're dreaming.
That was the thing, man. I was going at that time when I realized that because I was able to like see, feel, and everything while in my body, and I was able to realize
Ooh.
that.
Saw light. It was
Yeah,
so soothing.
yeah.
Sorry. Good. Sorry. I
No,
just.
yeah,
It
we
was
can go
beautiful.
on.
That
It
was
is.
beautiful.
It is.
Fuck.
We can.
Made me happy.
No, but so what it was is I was going in that tunnel that was playing on the TV.
Yeah.
I was traveling through that to a dream
Yeah.
is what it was. And that's how I figured out like every time I would see people would see dogs that were like, oh, wake
Yeah.
them up, they're having a bad dream. Blah, blah, blah. Stop.
Yeah.
Don't do that. They're going to another area.
Mhm.
Stop waking these creatures up. They are secreting. What happens is they are secreting
The pineal gland thing.
the DMT in
Yeah.
their heads doing it. We, through our repeated
Ooh,
use
headache.
of fluoride and things like that, not meditating, not understanding who we are. Dog knows to be a dog. Bird
Yeah.
knows to be a bird. Fox will be a fox.
Yeah.
A man? No fucking idea.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, right? We're so complex but yet so primitive.
Yeah. They wear dresses now. We don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But so and that's what it is. So they're secreting this.
Don't they say it's the third eye also?
It is. It's what it is. Yeah. It's
It all connects. It's like weird. It's like a puzzle.
yeah, and you're not even so dude. There's times right now that I will walk and there's like I get these like thoughts like what the hell? They're not even mine. So you are a receiver, a transmitter, man, and you are able just like a radio, man,
Yeah.
and whatever you tune yourself to, you're picking up. I am able to drive through an intersection. If there was an accident, dude, I will. While I'm driving, I'll be like, like, oh wow, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get into a car accident? No, something happened there, and I just drove through that cloud of energy that I received because I am feeding my body with healthy stuff and things like that.
It's probably a thing like for like energy, like we're talking like bad jobs. It's just bad juju. I gotta go. I don't want to be
It's
here.
exactly what that is.
Yeah.
You're picking up on like, hey, this is not the station you want to
It's
listen to.
adding up from all those people there. Probably what they're.
Well, it could be one person. It could be a thing that will happen. It doesn't matter.
Bad
it's
vibes.
Just, it's
bad
just it's a station you don't want to listen to. If you don't like rap, you're not gonna put on a rap station. If you don't like country, you're not gonna listen to country, right? Unless you are trying to expose yourself to new things.
Yeah.
Then you may be like, I'm gonna give this a shot. I have a feeling, but this is what I associate the feeling with.
Yeah. My month here in Detroit was just good thoughts,
Right.
good juju.
Right, but you You know that because you came here and did that, right?
Yeah. Or something told me, hey, go that way. I don't know. Let's go, baby.
Either way,
You know?
though, you did it.
Yeah.
You're the one
It's a good
who
time.
did it, right?
And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna bring what I learned here.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
and go through the next book.
That's right. That's absolutely right, man. And it's
But better than I was when I left it.
that's the idea here,
You
right?
know, that light was beautiful. Sorry,
We
No.
could go, dude. We could go out there. I think I have a.
I'm like a moth.
Yeah.
No, it's just good stuff.
Well, you
Like,
are the light, though. Remember.
hey, yeah, I light that bitch up. Every place we go, you know, it's fun when I'm just like chilling some days. Like say at work, right? And I'm like, I could light this whole room up if I really wanted of energy, you know?
Yep.
I look around and
And it
see
won't even
people.
be a hard thing to do.
It's beautiful when you're like, all right, guys, let's go. Like we had a trauma. How we doing, everyone? Except the victim. But even the victims are cool.
Yep.
What's up, brother?
It's a different mindset, different world.
I love making people laugh when they're like they're a little hurt. I had a little old lady. I was joking with her. She goes, "Oh, child, I'm just not in the mood to laugh, but you know what? I enjoying it. You know."
It's so good.
She goes, "We're all here together, and we all don't want to be here. Let's enjoy it." Or when they're in a
Right.
seat collar and they're like,
And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's that free will. We think we have free will. You just have free will to
it's fun.
well, right, but your free will is of how you perceive it.
Yeah.
Negatively, positively. Like this lady is saying, we don't want to be here, but we are. Let's make
I'm so grateful that I am in here and I'm able to provide this energy that
Yes.
I create and found
Yeah.
to you. And hopefully your day gets better.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes. And that tells me that you value yourself.
Yeah.
That's so huge.
Yeah, special.
They're so huge, man.
Yeah.
That's so big. That's so beautiful.
Like
because
I'm good. I'm gonna show you that
you're
you're
the
good
best.
too. You know?
Exactly. Exactly. And if
Mhm.
you're able to do that, man, and then it like trickles down, and it's like,
Because obviously the opposite. People are like nasty and mean and negative. Like they're just obviously not happy with themselves. Very easy to see that. But like, it's sad. It's like, ooh.
but that's right. But and now they perceive that reality that way.
Mhm.
You know,
It's weird going into new jobs for like a week and becoming better friends with someone,
and the people
and
that
they've worked with them for like 30 years, 10 years, whatever. Like,
what do you think it is, though? You think that those people just
energy.
bad vibes, or they just all live in their
bad
heads?
vibes in their heads, stick to themselves, only thinking of their world.
There's no bridge.
They don't care about anyone else, but there's no connections to anything else, so you're not gonna get anywhere else.
Right.
It's like
That's what they believe.
it's sad and whatever. We all take turns. We all have our time, right?
Oh my gosh.
Some people,
You are right where you need to be exactly at every moment, every time, bro.
yeah,
It doesn't work out any other way.
yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
I needed to spend all that money to learn that, like, all right, like maybe there's another way we can live and we can still be even happier.
Bro,
But I wouldn't have learned it unless
you did it.
you wouldn't have
had
learned
it.
it unless you became a lineman.
Right.
You know?
And now I don't even do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I am. I am one. You know,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. But it's not my priority anymore because I found like sense or myself in something else. I found
Yeah.
purpose in something else. You know, when I went to work, so of course, I started being a lineman for money, bro. It pays so much money.
Yeah.
It's a cool job to say you could do. All of that is dangerous. I love that. I love that. I jump out of fucking planes. Love doing
It's
stuff
too
like
much,
that.
man.
You know, cool. Love it. But then even that became like I saw like I noticed the people that were identifying the same way. It's like, oh, okay. And that's when I noticed that's not who I wanted to be anymore, right?
You think there's a lot of linemen that are just not happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
They're very smart, obviously, to do that job. Yep. Are there dumb people in that trade, or are you just mechanically inclined?
Well, what's dumb,
You
right?
gotta be
I
common sense.
that's it. That's it. Common sense is not extremely common.
Yeah, but people die in that job.
People die in every job.
When
So
you first learn, there's someone next to you. There has to be, right?
yeah, you're an apprentice for
No, like in the bucket. There's a guy
yeah.
next to you.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
Like,
even yes, even
you know what I
when
mean?
you're an apprentice, there's always a guy in the bucket with you.
And he's
When you're a lineman, you're alone in the bucket, but there's another bucket over there.
okay.
You know.
Because there's got to be people like who don't know, you know, like someone like me. I got into that profession just because it pays, but I don't really know. No,
Right.
there's got to be those people, right?
Yes.
And you're like, bro, don't do that. You're gonna
I
get
was one
zapped.
of them, bro.
Yeah,
I was one of them, right? Because
they teach you all the electricity
you
shit.
know, yeah, you know everything and all that, everything. But that's the thing. When you do it for money,
Well,
you don't. You only know enough to get you that money. You understand? That's with everything. It's with everything. Whether you're working at, burger flipping or
yeah,
whatever, it's you're only doing right. So then I changed my point of view. Then it was, I'm fucking actually helping people though. Like
yeah,
even though like I make a lot of money doing this or
yeah.
whatever. They pay me money. Period. I don't know what a
Helping
lot of money is, man. There's people that make
millions.
astronomical
Yeah.
amounts of money compared to what a lineman makes. You know.
You wanna come up? You good?
So so whatever a lot of money is, but to me at that time was a lot of money, and it was like despite that, like I'm fucking helping people, man.
Yeah,
I'm coming up here in like shitty weather, whatever, shitty conditions,
yeah.
trying to hook somebody up that is having a bad day, So that's how I started viewing that. So that generally made
Change of mindset. Yeah,
yeah, and that now made me like, okay, I'm gonna try harder in certain situations because I'm getting paid anyway. It's not about the bitching anymore. So now, if I'm in it to help you, well, so now I have to learn new techniques and things to do things differently.
yeah.
Make sense? And it was all up to me. It was I had the choice to enjoy the ride or just look for the
Let's go to work. Saying yeah,
right,
whatever.
dude. There was another job. Also, I was a lineman. I was. I hated my life, bro. I hated waking up,
Yeah,
going there. As soon as job was done, dude, we just get hammered.
yeah,
So you forget what I went through and just do it again, dude.
yeah.
It was it was crazy.
Hopefully, you have good people around you. You know.
And honestly, that's actually that was still in Illinois. So
Yeah,
that was like, dude, I can't do this. And that's when I left for here. Like I'm out.
yeah.
I'm out. You know.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is it crazy or is it normal? It's just that some people, I think there is a lot of people that go to work not liking their job or going there for a paycheck.
Yeah,
There's 90% of probably people that do that, or if not more.
we're just talking about.
But people don't like, talk to people, so you don't find that out.
You
So
gotta.
you mean you don't like this job either?
You gotta
No,
talk.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, now we're friends. Now we can go have a beer or whatever, and but that don't happen. People are in their heads.
The
People don't talk.
the best thing the last couple of years in my career field is networking, and I got to like navigate people's minds.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you can do that? Wait, what? Let me see what this is. Wait, you can do that? Let me try this.
And that's what this
Like,
is.
it's funny because like the job I do now, to learn it, I did it for free. I didn't get paid. I volunteered. I said I'll stay off the clock and learn if I can. You don't have to pay me. Eventually, they came to me. They're like, "You want to get paid?" I'm like, "I guess." And then look, then you learn this. Wait, how much? What? I can do this,
And just like
and you're
you,
still learning.
that's the thing. Just like you, it was you who did that.
Homes, buying home. What the? Where was I 10 years ago?
Yeah.
It's easy.
But
Not
it's-
easy, but like you just apply, you're pre-approved, you get a house, and there you go. Save some money and do your thing. But then now there's
but that keeps you stuck in that
yeah,
job. Now you have to produce.
yeah.
Now you have to.
Hopefully, make enough money where
Not everybody does.
yeah,
People.
they're married to
That's
it.
why you get credit.
Get married.
But not even that. But that's why you get loans, bro.
Yeah.
People do not have money. People. Do you understand that people cannot afford to live in a house?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Every single person that you know took a mortgage out. They do not have that money.
Yeah. The numbers are insane.
Crazy.
The interest, if you just pay, it's like 3 times your house.
Yes.
Everything is.
Yes.
Your car, this.
If you buy, like, I think we calculated in high school, I think it was like if you buy a $300,000 home, by the time you're done paying for it, you've paid like 1.2 million or something. It's crazy.
Could own a mansion out here.
Right. But you sign it.
But you gotta learn.
It's kind of like Willy. Have you seen that new Willy Wonka movie?
No, I heard about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. There's a lot of stuff like that, and one of them is the things like read the fine print. It's this long ass thing, and it's telling him exactly how it's gonna screw him, how it's gonna do this, that, and the other. But he doesn't understand it. He just looks good.
To win? What do you mean?
What?
Wonka?
Wonka. Willy Wonka. Yeah. It just shows you, and that's what happens in real life. It's like, here it is. Read the fine. When was the last time you read fine print on anything?
Too much work.
It's fucking time. Dude, they could put on there that we will now owe your bank account, whatever.
And you signed it.
You signed it. Yeah, it's nuts. It's kind of crazy.
But I'm staying at all the Airbnbs, man. Like, it's funny when you first Google it. Like, it'll be like the picture from 3 years ago when everything's boarded up, and then you show up, all remodeled, and like that's a whole nother thing. Like business, that's a whole nother level to get to the next spot. It's like you're jumping. It's like Mario.
Exactly.
You know?
Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Use this to jump to the next level.
Right. And what does Mario have? He's got mushrooms he jumps on, and when he does, he gets bigger. Things get easier. It grows your essence. It helps you. It's not there to scare you. You know, it's there to bring things into
learn more about yourself.
Right. Because how are you? So if you're trying to up-level your existence, if you're trying to get somewhere better, live a better life, and you have things that are holding you back that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to address them? How are you supposed to address your behavior that's keeping you from getting that job you want if you don't know that that's how you're behaving? Crazy person doesn't know they're crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that's what this is. So those bad trips, you have good trips. There's no bad trips. There's trips. And what that means is if you take enough to allow yourself, because just like a beer, right? If you have a beer, this is good, and then you have enough, then your mindset gets better, right?
Yeah.
And then if you get drunk on mushrooms, you allow your body to experience yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. That means like you've had many nights where you fucking can't walk, and you get and you puke, throw up, and pass out by the floor. So, and you just do that every Friday, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing with mushrooms. It won't hurt you. It will. You ingest enough for your body to be like, okay, let's experience ourselves. You have a experience, and whether it's feeling, seeing,
it's natural, right?
both,
it's all natural stuff.
right. And then you come back, and it's like, okay. Generally, you'll have a good trip because these things aren't there to screw you. They're there to help you. It will ease you in. You will ease yourself in. You won't allow yourself to do anything that you don't want to do. Remember that. So, you see, like that bud, you didn't have another hit, right?
Yeah.
That's the same. So when you would take a mushroom, you would do a little bit, and then you do it. Like, okay, I feel comfortable. Okay, then you do a little bit more. Exactly the same way you started smoking cigarettes. Exactly the same way you started drinking alcohol. Exactly the same. You know, it's the same thing. It's just a new.
No, I think the.
Well, no, not like a habit.
No, society made it.
Okay, but like you have to you have to retrain yourself. You understand? Because mushrooms aren't even habit forming. So you go out to the bar, have you a thing of mushrooms.
Yeah.
You have yourself an experience, and you're good. There's things out there that make us addicted, right? That's that commercialism. That's that.
Yeah. Look at alcohol. It's number one.
Right, and it's like one of the number one killers, but it's on every corner, and they sell it to us all the time. Don't drink and drive, but there's liquor stores with drive-thrus. Like, what? How does that even make sense?
Sure.
I know there are. I was a fan of him. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it was a good time.
But the fuckery, the mind fuckery. It's like, okay, sell me alcohol, but outlaw driving.
Mm-hmm.
Your sales will dramatically decline after tons of people get DUIs.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Because this whole .08 stuff,
Yeah. Who made that?
well, it's much easier for you to fail, to
Yeah.
go over. Like,
Right.
how are you supposed to know how much of that you have in your blood?
Ron Wright, the comedian, is like, yeah, the guy told me to get out of my car and do all this stuff. He goes, that's not a sobriety test. That's a goddamn agility test.
Yeah.
He goes, you know what the best test for drunk driving is? Drunk driving.
Yeah. Yeah. And how was he supposed to know that he was supposed to drive on that sidewalk?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw that one. I saw that skit.
He goes, DUI. Let's go back to where this shenanigans all started. You beat me in a game of darts
And
then
threw
we'll
me
talk.
out into public
Oh, yeah.
or whatever.
Public.
Yeah. Public. Notice the emphasis on
stuff.
public.
That's all funny shit.
Private and public, man.
Public.
Yeah.
I want to be drunk in a bar. I don't want to be drunk in public.
Right.
That's funny. No, it's good stuff. But I think everyone also needs their own time to ease into stuff.
Correct. And that's when I guess we kind of come into hand with that. We guide, we help. There's information. I think information is huge.
Yeah.
You have to be able to educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol is not terrible.
Yeah.
If you don't overuse it, overdo it,
Yeah.
when it brings you down to certain
Mm-hmm.
you can absolutely go home and have a drink after a hard day. It
beautiful.
unwinds you, exactly. But if you're somebody who has one drink and then a case, every time that happens,
something's wrong.
Maybe try something different, because how many times like, oh, I'm never drinking again, and here you go, doing it again next weekend, right? It's a repetitive pattern that mankind, we're all creatures of patterns, of repetitive things.
It is amazing how to, like, say I'm like mad at you at something and I smoke, I'm fine. Like, yeah. George used to say, I like you better when you're high. I'm like, thanks. Wait, what?
Well, that's the thing. It kind of lets you that give a fuck, right? And I believe that's why a lot of weed was illegal. It's because of that.
Yeah.
It's because if me and you smoke and we have differences, you stop caring about those, and you have some kind of a conversation that either doesn't make sense or it does.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to solve the world's problems when I was high before. You know what I mean? But you overlook the stuff that makes you. Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
It's
good.
It's better than raging alcoholics,
Right, and that's the thing. But so if that will stop you from, being racist, well then, if my business, if my interest is in keeping everybody separate, why would I want that out there, right?
Yeah.
Right, and that is changing. That it's already in the works, and people don't want to be separate. Mm-hmm. People don't know that they're one. That's the thing. They are always fed these things that we are separate, but we're not. We're connected. Mm-hmm. If you just let people experience that, which is with psychedelics, mushrooms, LSD, whatever, things like that, man, there's people that have one experience. That's all you need. That's all you need. You never have to do it again. It's only if you keep forgetting, Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you get high once, you know what being high is.
Does smoking, obviously I know the answer, but like, smoking more make it better, right?
What?
Weed, like stuff,
So
probably, right? I know people can go to work on it.
Right.
They actually need it.
Right.
Think they need
and
it.
That's but see, right. They think they need it, but to some people, yes, it will help anxiety, ease anxiety. Like, if you're somebody who deals with anger all the time, okay, well, maybe you will choose to go and smoke a doobie, which is natural, let's say, opposed to taking pharmaceuticals, right? Like, you could do both, you could do either, but what do you want to do? Like, you should have that option. And it's not going to fix your anger, but it will help you deal with it, and maybe help you see things, where you feel calmer and stuff like that, where you can work on it. Pharmaceuticals, in my case, they always just like dumb you down. You can't.
Yeah.
You're
You're numb, zombie.
exactly. You are totally
Is there a thing in
disconnected.
overdosing in mushrooms? No, right?
No. So no, there's no overdosing on mushrooms or cannabis.
Right.
Yeah. You don't. So 11 grams. So I think if you were, if somebody was to take, again, everybody's different, but let's say 2 baggies, 7 grams.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is 24 pills. 24 pills if you were to take them. You realize things to an extent where, and that's a small amount. That's 7 grams.
No.
Okay. Like overdosing, you would have to be, again, like your body weight. I don't even know if that's possible. Like
No.
you wouldn't.
No. You'd
couldn't do that.
You'd be in a different.
By the time you'd finish eating 7 grams, you'd be like, nope, I don't fucking need this because I
It's
realize
too-
I'm God now.
yeah.
You know, like why? It's not there to harm you.
Yeah.
It's not. It really is not. You know,
No, I'm sure.
it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful world.
It really is. I think.
So is having to pee every minute.
But again, it's there to bring things into perspective.
Cheers,
It's
sir.
not gonna. Yeah.
To the Czech tea.
Hey, na zdraví.
Hey.
Na zdraví. But zemlje, there you go. But it's not gonna fix your issues. It won't. If you're going into it with it thinking, oh, this is gonna fix my
It's a cyst, right?
cyst. Oh
A
yeah.
cyst.
Oh yeah. A cyst.
Not his butt.
Yeah.
His nuts
No,
are
so-
hanging out right now.
If you go in there thinking, oh, it's gonna solve my anger problems, no. But it's going to bring out stuff that makes you angry, so you can work on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's there as a guide.
A tool. Yeah.
Yes.
No, definitely. Obviously, there's people you hear about all the time, like, oh, you're a pothead, you don't do shit. That's them though. It's not.
That's
That's
them.
not the truck.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Rogan's like, I'm. Look at me. I'm
high
a
right now.
pothead
Right.
every day.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
write every day on weed, and
It helps. It's exactly. It's a tool. It's
maybe it's not good for you. So I mean, they also say sometimes it's just not good for that person. That's just
correct. It's not their
if you have like
vice or whatever.
schizophrenic or I don't know.
Well, so there is.
You know what I mean?
So that's another thing. Like with cannabis,
Yeah.
I like natural stuff because a lot of it is commercially driven and money driven. You know, profit driven. Generally, you will just like these Fruit Loops or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
These cereals, they will enhance color, they will enhance taste, at whatever expense, right? Because it's not regulated.
Yeah.
Because cannabis is still federally illegal.
Mhm.
There's no. Now they're sorting through stuff,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like that.
Yeah, they're making money off of it.
Right. So if you didn't care what you put in there, okay, or maybe that's why people didn't take to. I know some people personally that are like, no, I don't smoke weed because it gives me anxiety. It makes me like crazy. Like, stop smoking the weed you're smoking then, because that's not the weed. That's the stuff they put on there. That's the
Chemicals.
Just the chemicals, right? If you like this, what you smoke was organic.
It's fine. Mellow.
Nothing, right? You're not going crazy. You're not fucking.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's earth.
Except for the light, that was beautiful. That was nice.
But again,
That's probably peak.
just like people are attracted. So people, when you are doing you, when you're lighting up the room, people are like, women especially, bro. Like I couldn't understand the way you would pick up women in the military and stuff. Telling people how ugly they are. And they're like, oh my God, tell me more. Like, what? How does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? But it's because you're doing you. You were honest. You were serious. That's what that person needed to hear. You were that light. Just like you did over there. You are the light.
Yeah.
You are the light. And there's upgrades that everybody's doing or not doing. It's up to you.
Upgrades. I like that.
Right. You see how attractive that light was, though?
That was beautiful. That's just beautiful skyline. Beautiful. Thank God everything is burnt down out there, so I can see.
Yeah.
No building my way.
Well, hey man, is this really that different to you than what's going on right now in other places? It sounds like this place.
Nice. I like it.
This place went through it years ago. What's going on over there, out there?
It's a nice little building. Detroit. Nice to see, you know?
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I need like
Go
a
pee.
catheter.
No, bro, we're drinking like 2 liters. This is like
That's good though, right?
4 liter. Yeah, I think so. There's not even caffeine in it, so it's not even like
Yeah, my heart's not pounding.
no. And you're just urinating water.
And blood.
Cleanse it.
That's a different problem.
Yeah. How you doing there, Mama? It's 5. Yeah.